What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA Saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And on today's video I will show you the latest news directly related to our story. I will show you an update in regards to the petition for blue sheet data in Appellate Court of New York. Then I will show you some comments from Mark Basile in regards to this result. On top of that, I will show you very interesting update from Richard Hoffman in regards to the Forbes article that was published several weeks ago. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm. It is very important for me to see this support from you, from my viewers, and that is why I just hit the like button. So, on MMTLPresources.com you can find this article that was published just several hours ago, and it says, let me show you like this: petition for blue sheet data fails in Appellate Court. The New York Appellate Court Division upholds the lower court ruling to deny the release of blue sheet data. And this is the case that was filed by Mark Basile and his company, and it is a so-called Horasani case, and unfortunately we don't have any rulings in our favor. Let me show you what did Mark write. He said, litigation update: the Appellate Division First Department affirmed the lower court's decision denying our client the blue sheet data. Without any analysis, that court affirmed the lower court's decision, which we believe is not reflective of the legislative intent behind the purpose of that statute to begin with. Our firm will now be discussing with our client whether to bring this to New York's highest court for review. Stay tuned. So, this means it is not the end, potentially it is not the end for this particular case, but in general we have even more cases, and in a minute I will show you what I'm talking about. So, Mark also wrote this: MMTLP, very disappointing. We put a tremendous amount of firm's resources into this and other matters for the community, and I couldn't think of a better cause or community to put that record on the line for. It was an important case for the intermediary appellate court to provide analysis on, which they didn't. But this case may not be over. We also have a 100% record in the New York Court of Appeals, New York's highest court, where we won our Adder base case based on the same type of issues dealing with legislative intent. So they have another ruling in their favor that was based on the same type of issues, and it is quite promising for the Horasani case. But the most important part in this information is here. Swin asked this: thank you, Mark Basile. Are you still considering the other massive MMTLP lawsuit you mentioned a few days ago, plus an appeal to the higher New York court in this case? Plus, don't we still have the steamroller case? And Mark responded, yes and yes. So, this means we are about to see a new major lawsuit that will be, according to Mark Basile, the biggest lawsuit, I think the biggest in terms of the facts that was added to this case. And definitely we also have the steamroller case, and this case is filed against the OTC markets in order to disclose the names of wrongdoers. And this is, in my opinion, some kind of preparation part in order to know who will be the defendant in the next upcoming lawsuits. And in my opinion, we didn't lose the war, we just lose one battle. And definitely, we have to push forward our case no matter what. And guys, let me show you that if you want to know more about these lawsuits, let me show you this information. Dennis Neal wrote this tweet: on new episode 62 on What's Bugging Me, here MMTLP Army New York lawyer Mark Basile talk about his efforts in Florida and New York to get FINRA to answer basic questions about a share count. And if you want to hear this podcast, feel free to find it on Dennis Neal Twitter account, or Mark Basile also reposted this tweet. And guys, for now, the most important part, in my opinion, of today's video, and again, I am talking about the article, the Forbes article that was written several weeks ago. Junk Savvy wrote this. MMTLP investor and attorney Richard Hoffman issues scathing rebuke of Forbes, Bob Ivory and Brandon Kochkodin for their unbridled and false attacks on investors of MMTLP and NextBridge hydrocarbons. Cites libelous and slanderous comments and torches interference. And she added this letter, and let me show you what did Richard posted himself. For your information, send a short and sweet demand letter to Forbes to quit the nonsense. It was sent today. And let me show you this letter in details. As you can see, he sent it to several emails and he sent it to several recipients. To CEO, to the Integrated Well Media Investment, to Brandon Kochkodin, and to Legal Department of Forbes. And let me quote you this. I write this letter on behalf of myself, an MMTLP shareholder, and on behalf of a community that has been beaten down by the bad faith processes of the financial markets, including that of your RAC. In a planned attack, your last posting indicated that you have asserted false claims about having lost all of their money, that naked shorts do not exist, implying shareholders are idiots, etc. Your product is a disgrace to this country. The fact that ownership is not in the US now makes sense. Could it be that foreign owners with questionable motives are trying to attack and steal the monies of retail traders in the United States? I'm sure that will come out in Discovery. And in the next two paragraphs, he explains even deeper the current situation around the article that was written by Forbes. And here is the most important paragraph. So, to be clear, if I see another piece of garbage published by Forbes in their admitted systematic attack on MMTLP shareholders that attacks the MMTLP community, I will prepare a lawsuit here in California to test out how far your legal protections go in trying to harm American citizens. Pursuant to that lawsuit, I will undertake discovery that your boy Brandon Kochkodin seems terrified at participating in. I will give you 5 days from the date of this letter to respond to me directly. And here is the signature of Richard Hoffman. And guys, I think it is quite important letter, and definitely you know that this entire saga began at the end of last year. And guys, I made a video in regards to this article and I found out very interesting details. I highly suggest you to watch this video. The link you will find on your top right corner. And this video shows that potentially we might have a Russian footprints in this case. And yes, this is really huge. So, I think that's all for today's video. And guys, don't be confused. We have just one result, one preliminary result for the case of Khorasani versus FINRA. And we have to know more. We have to know whether Mark Basile and his company will push this case forward to another level or not. And definitely we have to wait for the resolution of this steamroller case. And on top of that, we have to wait the new major lawsuit that will be filed, I think, within next several weeks. So that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack.